This is Kelen from The Story So Far, and you're on Rock Forever magazine.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever magazine, and I'm here right now with Kelen from The Story So Far. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello? That's all you gotta say to the world?
Yeah, I'm afraid of the world, so no, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're gonna start with some finish a sentence, so this should be fun. Now, the first concert you ever went to was?
The matches at iMusicCast.
And how was that experience? Considering it was your first concert, was it good or bad?
Oh, it was incredible. They used to put on these shows. The L3 stands for Live, Loud, and Local. So the matches would bring on local bands. It was kind of like, from what I remember, like a once a month sort of thing.
Oh, cool.
And so they'd play at this venue and bring out cool bands, and I would go and lose my shoes, and which I did lose.
So you're one of those guys that ends up with their shoes like in the air.
I mean, they're fun shows, you know. It's just one of those
True.
like, it was its own element. Like
It's true.
it was just wild, and anyone who was there gets it, and anyone who wasn't there, it can only like be partially explained how like,
Very true.
you know, it's just powerful. It's just cool shows.
I think
yeah.
that's how some people feel about Warped Tour, so it's very cool.
Yeah, I suppose.
And now, one thing fans might not know about you is
What was it? I could do the Gollum Impression.
okay.
It was fair enough. Those tricksy hobbitses, you know, just bust that out.
We were in this little room and everybody turned their head. I saw you. So that was amazing, and I think everybody enjoyed that just
It's a
now.
little trick. Oh, and then I can do the Brock from Pokemon
Okay.
impression, which is this. So I can look like him, but that's about it.
You're a pro at impressions. That's
No,
amazing.
my impressions are the quality outnumbers the quantity of my impressions because I can't do that many, but I can
Wow.
do the ones I can pretty well.
And now, if you could take over anybody's Twitter account for one day, it would be.
I'll take over San Jose Sharks Twitter, definitely.
And you would post what exactly?
I would post the address of the party where I would invite all of their staff and players, and we'd have a good time.
I sense some trouble in that statement.
I sense none. I sense a good time in that statement.
And now, if you had to cover a current pop song right now, it would be.
Current pop song.
Do you listen to current pop music, or is that not in your?
I'm trying. No. I mean, now and again. I'm trying to think of what's current though. It comes and goes so quickly. What are some current pop songs?
Okay, I think Miley Cyrus is the talk of the town right now.
She has a new song. I didn't know that.
That.
Oh well.
Who else? I don't know. Who's? Okay. Well, we'll come back to that later, won't
Okay,
we?
fair enough. I'll think about it.
And now, last one here. The highlight of your career so far was when?
Man, just you know, like this whole year, just since we released our first album, it's pretty much just been like this long stretch of highlights, just with how I guess organic everything was, and how we like our team and everything we put behind our band, like which then perpetuated all of this, like you know.
This.
Well, I mean, like we're at the, you know, we've just done our first stretch of Warped Tour. Prior to this, we've done our first co-headliner. You know, like we're planning, you know, like our own headliner now, and like all these things. And it's just, you know, we didn't see this 2 years ago because we didn't have a big, you know, force behind us really pushing our band. So I mean, our expectations were already kind of at the bottom. We were just doing it for ourselves. I'm not saying like we didn't expect anything. It was just like it was just fulfilling to us to do this, and then everyone sort of like, you know, caught wind of what we were doing and accepted that, you know, so it's just a lot of luck, you know, like a lot of people who really have to take something and support it so that it can grow, and that's you know what they've done. So
Yeah, and I think one highlight, at least for me looking at you guys' career, was when you were on the 100 Bands You Need to Know AP Magazine cover. That was crazy. That was super cool.
yeah, I mean, that was obviously, you know, it's a publication we read when we were younger. I mean, I thumbed through a few of those, and like you never think, oh, we'll be on the cover of that one day. So
And here
yeah.
you are.
Yeah, I mean, it's so different when it's kind of like you see the reality of everything and like how it works, and like I don't know. There's just
So
some.
how is the experience of being in a band different than how you might have thought it would be?
I think there's just a lot of things that are sort of mystified by what you view from, I don't know, the internet or like whatever, you know, because you have this. You're so departed from what is actually going on when you're just a fan of something, or like you have this very narrow scope of all the, you know, ins and outs of what's happening, and like obviously I'm behind the scenes 100% of the time, you know, with the 4 other guys who were in my band and our crew, and it's just like a small group of us, and like people obviously have this like thirst to know like, what are you guys up to, like what are you doing, like once somebody like jumps onto your music, then they just have this just undying interest in like everything,
That's why behind the scenes videos are popular.
Yeah, exactly, because it's just like, it's so mysterious, but really like, I don't know, I mean, you can think about, I mean, it's not much different than when we started out, when it was the same group of guys. We'd meet up kind of in council at Ryan's house, like our drummer's house, and it's the same old dialogue, the same old everything. It's just like,
that's good though. You haven't changed.
That's what I mean. It's just in the van or in behind the stage at the venue. It's just like nothing's changed about us, and I think that people think that there's some greater sense of being in the people that like make the music that they like, but it's not true at all. Like,
very interesting.
We're the same kids that listen to our music. Just obviously we've aged and we've done things that people look at as at least they see as important to their lives. But in all reality, it's not like those people can't turn around and create something that is important to other people.
Yes.
So.
And now your album, What You Don't See, is out now, and there's been so much hype about this album. Everybody loves it. But for anybody who has not gotten a chance to check out the album yet, if they could only listen to one song to get an idea of what the band is all about, which one would it be and why?
Probably All Wrong. I like that song. I think it's got a lot of cool musical elements, and it's like, it still sounds like us, but it's sort of pushed in a more, what I think is a more, I guess, more people could listen to that song and digest it and not have to be so much like a part of whatever pop punk culture, like whatever, like those sorts of things. Like I know for instance, my father, like a big rock and roll fan, like loves that song, and like other people I know, like older people, that like
anybody could like it.
So it's like one of those songs where it's like it relates to a younger audience and an older audience, and we think it's really cool and like that sort of thing. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not so sure everyone loves the album. But
what? Whoa.
I'm just saying. But I mean,
at least you're humble. We'll look at the bright side.
I mean, that's just reality. But we think it's a great album. We put a lot into it, and we, I think people have, most people that are fans of our music have like latched onto it very well. So.
And I really love the album artwork for this album. I like it. First of all, it's just cool to look at. But what is the inspiration behind the design on the album cover?
So we were on tour with Newfound Glory, and we didn't have an album cover, and it was like either put something out like within the week, or we're gonna have to push back the release. We're like, we don't want to push back the release. We were just dying to release it, and so I can't remember if at this point it had leaked already or not, but so we didn't want that to happen. We had Jordan Pundick do it from Newfound Glory, so he drew it up for us, and then Cyrus, their drummer, colored it all in on Photoshop and made it look nice. And
so how did you end up meeting Newfound Glory and eventually finding out that he does artwork like that?
Yeah, so Jordan is actually he's trying to start up, he's an artist, but he's also trying to become a tattoo artist, trying to like open up his own tattoo parlor and things. So, he's always sketching and doing those sorts of things, and we knew that. And so like, he kind of I think heard us talking about it and was like, hey, like maybe put something up for you guys. And so he did.
Well, that worked out perfectly, didn't it? What a coincidence that you ended up on tour with somebody who ended up drawing the most amazing album artwork.
Pretty good
and
artwork. It's cool, yeah.
If he's watching this, he'd be like, pretty good?
Oh, that's not what I mean. I mean like,
no, I'm just messing with you. It's okay.
It's 104 degrees outside.
It is 104 degrees. He's not even joking about that.
Saying ridiculous things.
But really, it is hot outside, but you're on Warped Tour, and there are a lot of amazing bands here, all different genres. So who have you become friends with so far on this tour, and who's on your must-see list?
Must-see list. We've made a lot of good friends actually. There's a few bands that could obviously use, that are kind of new bands that could use, the spectatorship. So
this is their time.
So this is their time. Bands like Red, Gold, Green.
Yes, been hearing a lot about them.
Great band. Wallpaper, cool band.
Yes.
Also from Oakland. I'm trying to think now of other bands that you should see. Citizen.
Okay.
Another good band.
Man Overboard, I heard you guys are friends.
Yeah. I mean, we push. We just did our co-headliner with them. So,
yes, exactly.
I'm just trying to think of the bands that this is, their first. I mean, some bands too are also like, out of their element in some sense, like in a tour like the Warped Tour. But I think it's molding more for like this well-rounded like, diversity in the genres and things. So.
And now, what are your plans for right after Warped Tour? What can we expect from the story so far right after this?
We're gonna flee the country, of course. We're gonna go to Europe, UK. Can't stay out of there for too long, so we have to go back. But I like it there. It's not like it's a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
So, what? I mean, I don't mean to be.
Keep on going.
No, I love it over there. It sounded like when I said that, like, oh, I don't want to go, but like I do. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Get to go to Europe again. I have family in Denmark. We'll get to come out to our show.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've still got family over there.
That's super cool. So aside from seeing family, what else are you looking forward to experiencing, like in a different country?
I've experienced the UK in and out. I know exactly what it is.
So you already know what's happening.
No, I'm gonna say though, like Europe though, I'm looking forward to. Hopefully we have more time to like see. I want to see more like World War II sites.
Oh, that's interesting.
That would be cool. I mean, I'm just most excited to go to Denmark. Like I've never seen my family in Denmark. I've seen them here.
Wow.
I mean, I've seen them like in the States, but I've never like seen them in Denmark.
So that's gonna be a new experience.
That'll be great. Yeah, that'll be cool. And they'll try to make me eat black licorice, but it's really gross. So I'll have to.
They eat that there.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Love it.
And anybody who wants to follow the band on Twitter and Facebook and find your music online, where can they go?
They can go to my very AIM-like Twitter handle at Kelen Keller 38. Or if they want to follow our band, it's The Story So Far CA, like California. And then all the other members of the band's Twitters are linked to that one. So
yes. So everybody go follow them. And before we end this interview, we have to take a moment for his socks.
Oh, yeah. Tacos and hot sauce.
Where did you find that and what? Explain yourself.
Every time we play, which is kind of funny, every time we go through Chicago, like, it's on multiple occasions. People have like brought me socks out, and on Warped Tour they brought me these. So it was hot out, so I wore it. So it's got the hot sauce.
So fans, please keep bringing him socks so we can mention them in interviews.
Yeah,
because
I'll wear them when we play too. So
there you go. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. It was great talking to you. And everybody watching, make sure you check out The Story So Far. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel for more interviews. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Got it.